Hello everyone, Misfit here from Co-op Guys Gaming, back with another episode of Feed the Beast. I've got my jetpack back! Woohoo! Oh, you know what, you take jetpacks for granted, and then you lose one, and everything becomes different. I'm so glad it's back, woohoo! Okay, so, what's changed? It's been a little while. Basically, we were desperately running low on tin and copper. And I was experimenting with a setup for just manufacturing it straight from lava. So I set up some centrifuges and okay, that's now on. Why is that on? Turn it off. Oh. Okay, that's for something else. But it has these centrifuges just turning the lava, which when you put lava into a centrifuge, it turns into copper, tin, electrum, and tungsten. Unfortunately, our setup here did not generate anywhere near enough lava to fill these up and keep the rest of this place powered. Not only that, but it was a major drain on our fuel. Fuel is becoming a problem, which we'll talk about that later on. But we were running desperately low on tin and copper, and TMH was still in the early stages of setting up his quarry. So I slaved away myself, and I went and built a whole field of these miners. Well, 9 of these miner things here, and I'll give you one that actually has a solar panel in it. These things are pretty cool. I like them. If you don't want to destroy the landscape and you want quick resources, then these things are pretty much the way to go. You need a miner, you need a mining drill, an OV scanner so it increases the range that it digs, and a whole bunch of mining pipes. That, and if you put a pump next to it, any water or lava it finds, it will automatically put into an empty cell, considering this thing will stop as soon as it hits lava. It might stop if it hits water, I'm not sure about that. But I've had these going in a couple of places, and they're getting a good amount of resources coming in. So I had these this is the 3rd run actually, I've yet to process these. So I had them running 3 times, got quite a few diamonds as well, and there's more diamonds in those chests. I just haven't sorted through them yet. So we're sorting through all that, and then TMH was using his quarry, learning his quarry, having it running even when everyone was offline, and it was all good. And then he comes back one day and shows me all of this, and just says, "Get to work! Look at all that iron. Got quite a bit of tin, no copper. I think he's already processed that all, and look at all that diamond. There was a bit more than that. He's used them to make some new tools, which I will be doing as well. I think in total we got about 80 diamonds, which is a very good start. We also had so much redstone and nickelite, I had to shove them up here. But we're already pretty stocked in metals and supplies, so once I've smelt and process all the stuff from the miners and from TMH's chest. This was such an impressive haul. This chest was filled, and there was about 2 more of these chests worth of other random stuff as well. I mean, we got barrels of zicordite over here. Zicordite, if you don't know, is these little glowing crystals, and you can either put them together to form solid blocks, or you can chunk error, or you can smelt them and combine them with other things to form these kind of bricks, which glow. And that's kind of awesome. That's not the water effect. That's actually the block itself that's doing that. I quite like the look of them, and I'll probably make something with them later. But I've got plans for today, and I'll talk about what I'm going to do. As I said, fuel is a little bit of what was that? Oh, we built a macerator. And you can get clay dust from a macerator. Okay. I don't like that where that is though. I'll come back to that. Right. What was I saying? Oh yeah, fuel. fuel is a bit of a problem. This thing, when everything is fully running, consumes netherrack, and especially if the industrial blast furnace or the electrolyzer are running, this thing just guzzles lava down. And I think actually it's guzzling lava faster than it can make it, possibly. So it's a bit of a problem. And we were actually really low. We were down between the quarry and here. We were down to 10 stacks of netherrack. You can see it's been topped up. TMH went and did some mining. He made himself not only a jackhammer, but also a mining laser. So he has given himself... He's given himself some pretty good equipment. And he got quite a bit of netherrack. I think he got a couple of barrels full, which will do it, which will last us for quite a while at the moment. But I do have plans to upgrade the power supply there. But for that, we're going to need a lot more netherrack, because it will be producing a lot more. Basically, it will be the same setup that we've got, but it will be more compact, and there will be a lot more crucibles and engines. Probably won't be able to do it today or anything soon, because I want to... What I want to do is I want to get a reliable supply of netherrack coming in, because netherrack isn't just used for fuel, it's also used for a few other things. This is TMH's quarry, by the way. Just thought I'd come over and show you. It's got all these barrels full of cobble and dirt and marble and stuff. This was the site of his first quarry, and that's already finished. And now... Oh, this is Reaper's Zeppelin, which TMH has parked here on a giant bee. I don't know why he's got B there. Oh well. And he's got work on the second quarry, which is just over here. And he's fully stocked himself up on netherrack, so that's okay. He used a lot of diamond pipes in this. But yeah, he's getting some good stuff. Let's see, where's his chest all set up? It's got anything good yet? No, it's more like cordite. Yeah, some good stuff. But he's only had running recently, so it's not probably not going in too far. But my plan for today is he's got his quarry. I want to set up a quarry of my own, but I'm going to set up a quarry in the nether so that we can get as much netherrack as we could possibly need. Not only that, but I need to do something first before I go. Oh, I just realized the size of this tree, man. That's a big tree. There's something I need to do before I go to the nether. Aside from processing all those ores, I need to get some oil. I have some plans for the oil. So does Reaper. Don't worry, I'm not going to be using the oil. I will be using the oil in a way which means that you can have it back. So, yeah. I'm going to get busy sorting out these ores. I need to get a bit of equipment ready to get together. And I will meet you back when I'm ready to pump some oil. Okay guys, well, Reaper here has found us a little oil well. And after scouting it out, we've got a pump going. And I just finished making a little iron tank just to pump this stuff out. So I've already got it going a little bit. So we're just going to pump and set up some more engines. And we are going to get cracking on this oil. Oh yeah, and TMH has been showing off his mining laser by trying to kill us repeatedly. Look, we need a pipe. For some reason my chat isn't showing up, and I'm going to go get some pipes, so give me a sec. I'll go get that sorted and I'll relog. Okay, we got the pipes hooked up and we are now pumping oil. This is a big thing for Reaper actually. I just need it for a few reasons which I will show later. But the main reason Reaper wants it is he's decided he wants to become an oil tycoon. He wants to be set up prospector villages and stuff like that, and pumping oil and making trains and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, this is a big step for him. This is his first oil pump. Alright, I think we are getting there. Got all this stuff set aside for our quarry. Going to be using red power tubes. I've not used them before in a quarry, but I tried a couple of things out in creative, and I've got something which I think might work. But I've got some Buildcraft pipes in backup just in case. Got our magma crystals, our magmatic engines, and importantly, the components of our quarry. So let's build this thing. This will be my second quarry I've built. But this... oh, hang on. What am I missing? What am I missing? I'm missing something. Is it a regular circuit or an advanced circuit? I think that might be an advanced circuit. Advanced circuit. Damn. Okay, one sec. Okay, let's try this one again. Damn gears, gold gears. Iron gears, I've not done this right. Diamond drill, not the advanced. I don't want to lose my advanced. Still not showing up. What's going on? Oh, it's 3. Oh. There we go. Got it that time. Quarry. This is my quarry. There are many quarries like it, but this one is mine. Alright, now that we got that made, I'm going to head to the nether and I'm going to try and find a nice place to set that up. And I will be back when I've found a place and we're ready to start building the quarry. Alright, I think we found a good place for our quarry here. This bunch of netherrack almost reaches the bottom bedrock, and I think it actually does stretch all the way to the top. So, tons of netherrack and other ores in this area. I was hoping to add part of a fortress, and there's one there. Problem is, it's right by our portal, so you'd have a quarry staring you in the face, which normally wouldn't be too bad, but with what I want to do with it, I don't like it. Plus, there's a couple of blaze spawners there, so it'd be kind of sandwiched in between the portal and the blaze spawners. I'm not entirely sure there's enough room. So yeah, I'm gonna go get to work on prepping this prepping the layout for this quarry, and I will be back when I am ready to show you what that oil was for. I think that's a good idea. Okay, we've got all of our gear transferred to the nether. I just need to finish digging this section out. I had to upgrade to an advanced lap pack, and that ran out, surprisingly. But I was digging out 2 layers of the quarry for it. Only really need 1, but I need to actually be able to move around, so I need to dig 2. So this is going to be the center of the quarry there. And you can see they've got the landmarks already set up in the distance for getting the quarry up and running. But and I got all the equipment transferred as well. This is where the oil comes in. I brought this, but I didn't actually need it. I could put the cells straight into it, although I didn't get the cells back. A little annoyed at that. Anyway, so okay. I hope I've got enough oil actually. So when you put water down in the nether, it disappears and it's gone forever. But if you put oil down, 3, 4, it goes down and it's perfect. And what's also really good about oil, in the nether anyway, is that it behaves just like water, except that if you put two next to each other, it will not create an infinite spring. So the whole idea of this is that as the quarry goes down, the oil will go down with it, and any lava it comes across, it will turn it straight into cobble, or it will turn it into obsidian. Either way, the quarry can mine it, which is the important thing, because if the quarry comes across lava, it will just stop and it won't be able to carry on going. So this just means that the quarry can keep on going, and we'll also get some obsidian to boot. So that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Yeah, I might need some more oil for this. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna fill this place with oil, and I'll get back to you once I'm ready to actually start setting the quarry up. Whew, that looks like a lot of oil. I think it's about, let's see, 45 to 50 buckets of oil are spread around here. And every square of the quarry is filled up with it now, so no more lava to worry about. I'll even put out fires, which is a nice bonus. It will probably, one thing I have noticed, it will probably, where's my words? Use your words. It will probably spill out, that was all over the place, down in the lower layers. Not too much of a problem though. Anyway, so we're going to shove the quarry right here. Let's just pick it up. Because I don't know how much height I'm going to need here. I'm going to be building everything above it just so that everything stays loaded. But let's just place the quarry down and see. There we go. Oh yeah, and I need to go pick up the landmarks. One sec. Alright, let's find out how high I need to build this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, definitely 6 then. So... Ugh. Yeah, we're gonna have to build it on this level. Alright, I'm gonna clear a little area out, and I'll get this set up. I'm probably gonna set this up all off camera, but I'll explain how everything works when you get back. When I get back. Okay, I think we got our quarry set up very nicely now. It's a bit messy, but it's fine. I'd rather keep it a bit messy and functional than pretty and dodgy. Alright, so we got our quarry here, and it's all set up, ready to go. On top of the quarry we have a chest, so the quarry is going to pump every single thing into that chest, and then all the items there are going to get sorted by that filter there. And this is just the power line for the quarry, and we'll just actually let's take the stairs that I made. Can't be bothered jetpacking. Alright, so here's our power line here, our conductive pipe, which feeds into these 5 magmatic engines. These are the ones that power the quarry, and then we've got our magma crucibles up there, and 5 engines to power them, and all the golden waterproof pipes to connect them all. But above that is the pneumatic tube, and this is all done with pneumatic tubes, and I'm actually really liking this. It's a lot more cost effective and a lot less fiddly than Buildcraft pipes. I mean, Buildcraft pipes do have their advantages over pneumatic tubes, but for this circumstance, pneumatic tubes are brilliant. So, the filter will send the items into the pneumatic tube once they come out of the quarry. They'll head here, and right now the closest destinations are these magma crucibles. So, at all times the quarry will be the quarry itself will be powering the magma crucibles. Then it will head down to this junction. Now, this restricted tube will stop anything from going down here unless there's absolutely no place else to go. And I've got 80 barrels here, because there's going to be a lot of netherrack, so 80 barrels. But every single barrel here has at least one netherrack in it, which means it can't take any other item. Which means items have no place else to go. So netherrack will carry on down that tube just fine. But anything else will go down this tube instead, down to these chests. And that should be enough to store everything here. I may have to upgrade stores later, but I'm going to be leaving this running overnight. And I'll check back tomorrow and see how this thing is running. But yeah, I think the only thing to do now is to put some lava in this thing and get it running. So I'm going to get this running, and then I'll catch up with you when we have this, when we can see this thing in action. Alright, well, I'm not sure what's going on. I plugged in the quarry, and it took forever to clear this area, but it did clear it. And it built the frame, and then nothing. So the quarry was sitting there, the frame was built, and then nothing happened. And what is, apart from one thing, which was that power was building up in the conductive pipes here. And the pipes were about to explode, so I had to disconnect them quickly and turn all the engines off. I'm not sure what's going on or why it's doing that. So the only thing I can either guess is I'm too high, but because I read online that if you're too close to bedrock, then the quarry won't work so well. But it said if you were building it at a height of 119, which this isn't, so that's fine. The only other thing I can think of is that there are possibly invisible blocks in here from when I did some digging, or from when the quarry dug some stuff out. So I've got myself a filler, and I'm going to, it's going to be annoying, I'm going to take out the oil, I'm going to fill in the bottom couple of layers, dig them out with the filler again, and then plug the quarry back in. So we'll see what happens then. Okay, I got the laser. It disappears every now and again, but it's fine. I know it's there. If I can walk away and look around, it's still there. So I took the oil out, and then on a whim I tried the quarry again to see if the oil was actually interfering with it, and I think it might have been. So here comes the test. I'm going to put some oil down and see if the quarry can actually mine through it, and if that works, I'll fill the rest of it in with oil. If not, I may have to go without oil for this quarry. Also thought I had a bit of a disaster, because earlier I broke this quarry, and just to put it in storage away, because I was going to replace it with a filler, and then it disappeared. And I was like, oh my god, where has the quarry gone? I was searching around for ages, for over 5 minutes, couldn't find it, and I was like, oh my god, I've lost the quarry! So I was like, oh great. So I'm going to have to go and make another one. So I made another one, and I came back, I placed it. No, actually what I did was, I placed a landmark here, and then I placed the quarry, and then the landmark disappeared, and I was like, what's going on? And then I realised this thing sucks things out the air. So I went back up top, and in this chest, boom, there was my quarry. So we have 2 quarries here now. I think I'll give one of them to TMH so he can expand his mining operation. I don't think we need 2 nether quarries. But anyway, I'm going to get back to putting this oil down, and we'll see how it works from there. It works! It's kind of glitched out, so you can't see the laser right now, but it's definitely working. Maybe if I look away, punch something, look back. No, it's not going to show me. That's fine. Oh, there we go. There's the laser. There's the oil. It's working. I don't know why it didn't work before, but it's working now. And load this back up, please. Thank you. Pop the chest back here. I thought the chest wasn't going to work before, but now it is. In fact, it's essential because for some reason gold conductive pipes will not, or conductive, not gold conductive pipes, Any sort of buildcraft pipe will not connect to a red power thing, and I even tried putting a pneumatic tube on top of the quarry, and that doesn't seem to work either. So they don't like each other. This chest is a nice buffer. Problem with the chest is, once it's there, I can't actually check and see how full the chest is. So I may upgrade it to a bigger chest, just to make sure. But this thing is set pretty fast, and this thing can take out stacks at a time, I believe. So even at this running at full speed, I could actually set this lower and it should be fine, but I'm keeping it fast just to be on the safe side. But all the netherrack is jetpack problems. All the netherrack is pumping up nicely. Topped up the magma crystals, which are running quite well. Actually, there's a bit too much lava in the system, so these engines might stall. But I'm going to stay with it for a while and just make sure that they're running okay. And the netherrack is pumping it brilliantly. So here, that little just bit there, it just makes sure that the magma crystals are topped up. That's pretty cool. And it's all funneling down to the barrels exactly where I want it to. That's just brilliant. I'm loving this. Well, I'm going to keep an eye on this, make sure there's nothing goes wrong with it. And just make sure it's safe to be left on its own. In the meantime, I think that's about it for an episode, so thank you guys for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.